Hey Taurus, welcome back to my channel. Otherwise, please feel free to like, share and subscribe and hit the bell notification button to receive updates of any themed or bonus readings which will be published to the channel. Having said that, let's jump into it and see what's coming up for you, Taurus. Okay. Okay, it's almost like fantasies become realities, I feel. Things are manifesting here, but the Page of Cups can be a Pisces coming in. And Pisces really, they're the dreamers of the zodiac, so they bring in a lot of very dreamlike energy. Can also be a lot of romance coming in. I think things are definitely looking up. It's almost like the darling buds of May, springtime, things blossoming very nicely. You've got the Six of Cups here. A very important meeting, a beautiful date, a romantic gesture, someone from the past, giving something a try. This is the butterflies in the stomach, really beautiful energy. It's a beautiful vibration, but also familiarity. And when the children come up, I feel like we lose a sense of our adulthood and we just become present in the moment. And that's all about the that's what the Nine of Pentacles is. This image is captured superbly because it definitely indicates being present in the moment and enjoying what is happening day by day. But I feel like something that you didn't see coming, I think it's a pleasant surprise, or it's almost like, I do feel like it's fantasy meets reality because it's the fantasy of the Page of Cups that's going to manifest for you in the Pentacle realm, which is your realm, it's your division. And I love this transition, okay? But it's going to evoke a very powerful emotional response because the Page of Cups is very emotionally sensitive. It does rule over the sign of Pisces. So whether or not you are dealing with a Pisces may be irrelevant here. It's more to do with the energy it's going to conjure up for you in the month of May. And if this is any indication, the Page of Cups to me is a very esoteric figure because he's sort of communicating with the fish. It's a little bit unconventional, but it holds interest. So I think it's either you giving off this vibe to someone, Taurus. I don't know if you've met this person yet or you're married. Okay, maybe you've got the marriage card next to you here. Or someone's going to talk about kids and marriage with you and you won't sort of expect it. So I think it's more, you won't see it coming, but you'll sort of go with the flow and you can see that ebb and flow of the water in the background of this image. And again, he's a very esoteric figure because he sort of communicates with the fish. So he's got this special ability. And it could be that you have some sort of special ability or influence over a person and you make them feel this way, Taurus. You actually make them feel like it's almost like they're floating or they're on cloud nine, or the things you may do, the lengths you may go to, whether you're aware of it or not, whether this is a conscious decision to impress this person and do some sort of grand gesture. Maybe this is you unaware of how you're making this person feel or unaware of the effect that you have on this person. That's the kind of energy that you're coming up with. So this is very, very special. And I do see some sort of celebratory energy with the Four of Wands, if this isn't marriage or proposals or meeting someone who possibly has been married or has children. I think with the Four of Wands coming up, there'll be a reason to celebrate. And you're celebrating love. But the way in which you celebrate it, Taurus, might be unconventional. It might be a little bit different, but I think that's going to add a little something into, you're sort of going to spice the relationship or the connection up. I do want to mention that the Page of Cups, being a Pisces, is a mutable energy. So you might be very indecisive about someone also. You could be a little bit fickle or interchangeable about a person. I don't necessarily see its unrealistic expectations or fantasies in a bad way, because the other cards are quite positive. You know, they've got the sun pictured in the background, yellow. It's a warm card. You've got the golden chalice here, the innocence of the children. I do want to say you may do something for yourself, or there may be an experience or an unfolding sequence of events, but I think you're going to put yourself first. I think you're going to think about you. And I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I think you're putting your needs, you know, you're making your needs or wants clear, okay, not only to yourself, maybe to the person you're dealing with here. But the fact that the children and the Page of Cups comes up can point to a little bit of inexperience in a situation. And not that children are inconsiderate, because children can be very kind and very giving and very, very empathetic. But there may be a situation, because the Page of Cups can represent empathy, there may be a situation here where someone's going to want empathy from you, and not that you won't give it to them, Taurus, but the way in which you react to a situation or a conversation or something, it's not going to give the vibe that this person is wanting, if that makes any sense at all. Because the child and the page are inexperienced energy, which can also be relating to emotional immaturity. I don't think that's the case, but I think on some level, there might be a situation where you'll put yourself first. And yes, the relationship you have with yourself is the most important one in your life, and it's important to make you happy, to make you feel respected, desired, wanted, appreciated, and etc. However, this could be involving a union because the Four of Wands is here. And it may be a learning experience for you. The children are all about learning and absorbing and taking in their world and learning through doing things. And I think something about your reaction is coming up here. And I do feel overall there's a good outcome. I don't think it's necessarily going to result in a fight. You know, we don't see the Tower moment, we don't see the Three of Swords. So I don't necessarily feel it's going to blow up to that extent. But I definitely feel there's something here that might turn out like that. But I do feel fantasy meets reality. And you're in a happy place. You are definitely feeling very good about yourself. So you are definitely putting yourself first. But I also feel like someone might meet your fantasies. Maybe they're emotional fantasies, mental fantasies, expectations. Maybe they're sexual fantasies. Maybe they're fantasies about the future. You know, we all have different desires and wants and needs. And I think there's someone here who's going to going to fulfill that for you. Wanting to, oh goodness me, too much talking today. I think they're going to really want to fulfill those fantasies of yours, Taurus, okay? You know, maybe they're coming in with that inexperience and they don't really know how to please you, but they're going to try. They're going to try. And I think you're really going to appreciate that. There might be a beautiful gesture that is done here for you, but the past could be around you as well with the Six of Cups. Either a person from the past, maybe a person you feel very familiar with, or someone that reminds you of the past. You could also be revisiting some memories or some places with this person, and that could be very special. Maybe it's an anniversary you're celebrating, okay? Maybe you might visit a place where you went to a very long time ago with this person and something very significant happened. But it could be very dreamy energy. But definitely this concept of fantasy meets reality is around you in the month of May. So thank you again for tuning into your bonus love tarot.